Hey y'all. So I'm Tiara Howard of Howard Homes for You, associate broker with Real Estate by Tremaine, and welcome to the reality of a realtor. So I'm making this video today because I receive lots of calls from people who are thinking about getting into the industry and getting licensed and becoming a realtor. So I have so many different conversations with so many people. I just felt like, hey, I can make a video, and when they have questions, I can just send them this video to answer their questions. So I'm making this video, like I said, because people call me and they have all these questions about, what's the fees to be a realtor? What's the job like? What all do I have to do? Is it easy money? So to answer that very last question, no, being a realtor is not easy money. I'm not in this for the money. I do make good money, but at the same time, I do this because I love it. If you don't love this field, you will not survive. You will not make it. You cannot be in it just for money purposes. But being a realtor is a lot of hard work, especially if you're a busy realtor or if you're a full-time realtor. I am a full-time realtor. I don't do anything else besides maybe investing, here and there, but basically I'm a full-time realtor. I don't have a 9 to 5. My schedule is subject to my clients' schedules. So being a realtor, for one, you have to have self-drive. Like if you can't drive yourself, you won't make it in this industry because there is nobody holding your hand. Even yes, we're under a broker, but this is your own business, okay? Your broker is responsible for you in essence, but this is your business and you have to work for your business. So, I mean, I go out to different events. I network. I talk to people all day. You really have to have a social media presence, in today's real estate world because that's, how we really market. And to be honest, it's free marketing. So, why not be on Facebook? Why not be on social media? Why not, have a YouTube page? Why not, do TikTok or whatever? Because this is really free marketing and free advertising for you and your business. But you have to have tenacity because in the real estate business, it's so many ups and downs. I mean, and I don't mean just like throughout the month or throughout the week. I mean throughout each day. Okay, so if you have, and I'm a busy realtor, so I have, several deals that are always pending at one time. And you can go from a high, at 10 a.m. Great, I got my closing scheduled. We're closing in a couple days. Great. To, a half hour later, oh my God, this other deal just fell through, or oh my God, they don't have, the money, or oh my God, something happened, and it's like an emotional roller coaster sometimes, and I do mean like by the day. It can be crazy. So you have to really have a grip on yourself, and you really have to make sure that you're in this again for your clients and not for yourself, because you are going to deal with so many different personalities. I mean, I have clients who, are, happy, jolly. I have clients who are mean. I have clients who are very stern. They don't play around. I have clients, who are always late, or they don't stick to what they say. Or you have to learn how to be adjustable. And when I say be adjustable, I don't mean, not be yourself, because I'm always myself. But I've had to learn, and it wasn't hard because I've kind of always, been this way. But you have to know how to adapt and how to adjust to different people. You are going to deal with clients from all walks of life. So if that's something that you can't, learn or, work around, this may not be the field for you. We, as much as realtors like to say, we create our own schedule. No, we don't. No, we don't. Because especially if you're a more so of a buyer's agent than a listing agent, your schedule is still subject to your clients' schedules. So, and nothing against any part-time realtors. We all work together, but I just know for me, I had to be a full-time realtor because, to me, if I'm at my 9 to 5, but a house just hit the market at 10 a.m. and my client wants to get into it right away, how can I make that happen? How can I pull that off? So when I got into this business, I knew I was going to go into it full time, full speed ahead. Yeah, when you get in, you might go, a couple of months or some time without a check or without making money, which is hard. I know. So when I got into it, my husband was able to carry us, for months because I didn't have any income coming in. But he just kept pushing me and pushed me, babe, you got it. It's okay. I got us. Do what you got to do. And I'm so glad he did because I really found my purpose and I really found what I truly love, which is helping people achieve home ownership and helping people who need to sell their house get to that next level or get to their next journey in life. There is no other job that I'd rather be doing. So I love it. And the passion that I have for this is the passion that really all realtors need to have if this is what they are choosing to do. Because if you don't have a passion for this, or if you're not in it for the people and for your clients, guess what? You're doing your clients a disservice because your mind won't be all into it. Your energy won't be all into it. And the last thing I ever want to do is be a disservice to any of my clients. So also, when you get into this business, it's really not explained what all we have to do and what all it takes. You really need to be tech savvy. You need to, you have to know how to write up these contracts. You have to know how to write up, addendums and amendments, and you have to know how to keep these deals together because a real estate transaction, there's so many moving parts. And me as the realtor, I do so much that my clients don't even know. They don't know what all I do. They don't know what all, goes on behind the scenes. They don't know, how much back and forth, it takes to get us, from point A to point B. With other realtors. They don't know how much I'm contacting, the title company. They don't know how much I'm contacting, their lender if they're a buyer, or if they're a seller, how much I'm contacting that buyer's, lender. You don't know how much I'm going by the house checking on it. You don't know, that me and the other agent are up, at night, getting things done. And so it can be a lot and it can be overwhelming if you have several deals going on at once. I don't have an assistant. A lot of people do, and I know it's so helpful because I get bombarded and weighed down a lot with all the paperwork. There's a lot of paperwork that goes into this. And with that being said, people don't realize either, I know we make it look easy. We make it look, peaches and cream, on social media. But these are all legally binding, contracts. Like this is a legally binding deal that we're putting together and that we have to keep together for our clients. So, some realtors don't have their hand in, all aspects of the transaction, but I do. And because to me, it's my job to keep it together. So again, I never want to be a disservice to my clients. So, with that being said, if you want to get into this business, do it. Of course, you will never know if you're made for it, really, unless you get into it and you try. But at the same time, don't get into it just to make money or because you think it's easy money, because what will happen is you're going to waste your money. This isn't free. So as they like to say, you have to pay to play, We have quarterly dues. We have annual dues. I have monthly and annual subscriptions that I have to pay, for different programs and software that I like to use. So it's not cheap. I even have some people who say, well, I just want to flip, one or two houses a year. So I'm going to go get my license. And I tell them, well, that's fine, but just realize you have to pay dues. So it may be more beneficial for you as a person who wants to just flip one or two houses to pay a licensed realtor to list those properties for you. Now, if you're flipping several homes a year, by all means, get licensed. Of course, you will save money. But you still have to know, as the seller, how to work and deal with other agents. You have to know how to get the deal done. This is not an easy business, no matter what it looks like to anybody. My clients never know, how stressed I am or how overwhelmed I am. Really only my husband knows, or my family, my kids, but I work all day most days. So from the time I get up, really until late at night, because if I'm out showing properties during the day, that means that night I'm doing all that paperwork. I'm writing offers, I'm writing addendums, so it's not an easy industry by any means, but if you have a love for real estate, do it. Make it happen.